Are you passionate about space exploration and would like to play games like that? Don't worry, we got you covered.
Hi and welcome back to our new video. My name is Vashal and together with Armea, we are Tailplay, a channel dedicated towards gaming of all kinds. From PC to console to even mobile sometimes. We cover it all. In today's video, we will be covering 5 games you should play that include space exploration from galaxies and interconnection with aliens.
We are trying to cover as much ground as possible in every genre possible, as most space explorations are either open-world space shooters and strategies. So we'll be trying to cover more game types so your game pool is richer and more interesting. So without further extending the intro, let's get into the video.
Homeworld series. Homeworld is a 3D real-time strategy game set in space and focuses on the conflict between the Kushan, the exiled Hungarians attempting to locate their long-lost homeworld, and the Titan Empire, which is trying to destroy them. The game comprises 16 single-player missions and a multiplayer mode. Originally released on September 28, 1999 for Windows, 16 years later we're presented with a remastered edition on February 25, 2015 for Windows and August 6th on 2015 for macOS. Set in space, the science fiction game follows the Kushan exile for the planet Karak after their home planet is destroyed by the Titan Empire in relations for developing hyperspace jump technology. The survivors journey with their spacecraft constructing mothership to reclaim their ancient homeworld of Hygan from the Titan, encountering a variety of pirates, mercenaries, traders, and rebels along the way. In each of the game level, the player gathers resources, building a fleet, and uses it to destroy enemy ship and accomplish mission objectives. The player's fleet carries over between levels and can travel in full 3-dimensional space within each level rather than being limited to a 2-dimensional plane. The Homeworld Remastered Collection introduces Relic's acclaimed space strategy game Homeworld and Homeworld 2 to the modern players and operating system using the newest sophisticated graphic rendering technology, plus a fully remastered score and a new high-fidelity voice recordings by the original actors. A year later, in 2016, we're presented with the 4th installment, Homeworld Deserts of Karak, and it serves as a prequel for the existing games. It's set on the planet Karak and involves an expedition to find the Jarasi object. Homeworld Desert of Karak is the prequel to Homeworld that came out in 1999, and the events that happened there determines how the 3 other games got to space. From the looks of it, it's definitely a unique space RTX game that we personally never played. I'm very much interested in this game since we've found out that the 3rd one is coming out soon. Anyway, don't hesitate to check the remaster version and the prequel of the game, as we think they are excellent space exploration and RTS games.
The Fermi Paradox. The Fermi Paradox is a choice-driven sci-fi narrative strategy game in which your decisions in one corner of the galaxy can upend entire civilization in another. Guide species through millennia and help them explore the vastness of space, make contact, and perhaps create harmony. Although this type of game is a lot more for the slow and methodical players out there, we thought that it brings an interesting twist to space exploration overall. In this game, you are given the option to shape civilizations and with your decisions, decide the outcome of the galaxy. It is quite a cool and unique concept, and although this game is in early access, we think you should give this game a shot as it looks fantastic. Your role in the game is to play as God, where you play as galactic gardener rather than a single fiction. Guiding up to 10 civilizations simultaneously, every event presents 3 choices that change the course of the history. Every decision matters, which brings consequences of its own. From nightmarish deep-sea creatures to graceful sapient plant beings, there are even strange hairless mammals called humans, which you guessed it is us. Each event tells its own story and provides new choices that impact the story of that civilization, be it apocalyptic floods, sexual revolutions, or conscious interstellar warships. The choice is really yours to make. Life on a generation ship or an unknown planet poses different challenges and special narrative events, so you best be careful. Lastly, each playthrough tells a different story and has its own ending. With your choices, you decide if the people of the galaxy unite, or if you'll wipe out an entire civilization through galactic wars, or will they all die alone, never know, or discover other life forms in the galaxy. If you wish to check out more about the game, feel free to do so on Steam, GOG, or itch.io.
Stellaris. Stellaris is a 4X grand strategy video game developed by Paradox Development Studio and published by Paradox Interactive. Stellaris gameplay revolves around space exploration, managing an empire, diplomacy, trade, and space warfare with other spacefaring civilizations. Think of this game as Europa Universalis or Crusaders Kings, but in space. Your role in this game is to explore a galaxy full of wonders, interact with diverse alien races, discover a strange new world with unexpected events, and expand the reach of your empire. Each new adventure holds almost limitless possibilities, offering you a great amount of replayability and enjoyment. Like most other 4X games, there is no overarching story in Stellaris. Indeed, most of NPC's civilizations are randomly generated in addition to the map, so you get to decide what the story of your civilization will be and how will you shape your influence over the world. Although by now we are aware that Paradox has been flooding gamers with lots of DLCs, buying the whole game with its DLCs can be quite pricey, so we urge you to be patient and not to buy everything in one go, as you may never know if you will find useful things that may offer you right from the start. First, get yourself accustomed with the base game, and if you fancy any DLC, go from there. As you progress, you may find the need to spice up your game, so then consider what next DLC is going to be. This game also has a workshop, so you get to experiment, and not only with DLCs but also with mods, which is a really cool and creative immersive array of replayability and cool stories you can come up with.
EVE Online. EVE Online is a community-driven spaceship MMORPG where players can play free, choosing their own path from countless options, experience space exploration, immense PvP and PvE battles, and a thriving player economy in an ever-expanding sandbox. Out of all the games on our list, this one has years of development and expansion. When it released in 2003, it brought to life a part of MMORPGing that never has been seen before and still stands today as one of the most complex space exploration experiences you'll ever have. Now, although EVE doesn't present you with alien-like creatures, it offers you a possibility to choose between races. The races are Amar, Kaldari, Galante, and Minmatar. Each race can split into 2 different factions, and outside of that, you are presented with some non-playable ones as well, as far as we know. EVE is definitely not for everybody, as it is pretty complex and difficult management game, where your time can be spent 4 hours, although nevertheless it offers a thrilling and beautiful experience in the vast open world game. You can try the game for free on Steam or Epic Store if you wish and decide if this game is for you.
Mass Effect series. Mass Effect is a single-player action role-playing game in which the player takes the role of Commander Shepard from a third-person's perspective. Shepard's gender, appearance, military background, combat training, and the first name are determined by the player before the game begins. Although the game doesn't fully focus on space exploration, it does have such elements as part of resource gathering and mission seeking. Mass Effect 2 and 3 brings the space exploration to a less direct approach, as you don't get always the possibility to visit every possible planet, but still offers an interesting aspect of the game. The main focus of the game is the storytelling, and it's done in such a way that it became one of the best role-playing games of all time. In the game, you play as Commander Shepard, whose main purpose is to protect the world from an imminent invasion and extinction from an ancient civilization called the Reapers. Commander Shepard's leadership and admirable skills in combat help shape the future of the civilizations in the universe, and what's most amazing of it all, you get to create long-lasting bonds with your companions who, as most of them are aliens. The game is well worth checking out for its vast and complex RPG system and as well for the exploration of the world of Mass Effect. If you've not had enough, we urge you to check Andromeda, which brings the combat to a new level of entertainment. Although it may not be the strongest game of all other three, it's definitely a gorgeous and interesting story. Personally, I'm a huge fan and I would not compile this list if it wasn't to include this game, who is staying on my top list of games you have to play.
So that's all for today. We hope you enjoyed our list of space exploration games where you have alien encounters. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. What's your favorite type of space exploration game? We will be responding to all comments. If you like the video, feel free to show your support to the channel by liking and subscribing and turning on the post notification so you don't miss upcoming games, updates, and awesome game listings.
Thank you very much for watching. My name is Vasho and together with Armea, this is another Tale Play video. Happy exploring and we're looking forward to seeing you in our next video. Bye!